Hello friends, in the last session we have seen the Docker file copy and the add instructions in detail. Now friends, here in this session we will deploy a simple Java web application using Docker. And friends, before starting this session, the first thing which I wanted every one of you to know is that though in this session we will see some of the basic coding of Java and coding in HTML programming language, but friends, the Java skills or programming skills are not at all required to understand the things which we will discuss in this session and some of the upcoming sessions. So friends, you don't need to worry if you are not from the Java or from the programming background. So now friends, let us start this session by first seeing the Java web application which we are going to deploy inside the Tomcat Docker container. So friends, for seeing the Java application, let us go to the Eclipse tool. And now here on the screen friends, we are seeing an Eclipse tool which is an editor tool for building the Java applications. And friends, for showing this demo related to deployment of Java web application inside the Tomcat Docker container, I have already created one simple Java web application with name First Docker Web App. And friends, we can see this application's source code folder on the left side of the screen. So now let us expand this application folder, and then here let us expand this web content folder. And here friends, we can see the index.html file. And friends, the only change which I did in this application after creating the new application from this Eclipse editor tool is the modification of this index.html file. So let us open this file now. And with this, here on the right panel, we can see the content of this file friends. And also we can see that this file is very short and simple HTML file whose title is First Java Web Application Deployed on Tomcat Container, and whose body is Hello guys, welcome to the Docker world. So friends, that's it. We are done with seeing the application code. And so now let us see the Docker build context folder. That is the folder where the Docker file is kept to build the Docker image. So friends, for this demo, I have created a Docker build context directory with name first app-build context inside the Docker files directory in my remote Ubuntu machine. So let us see this directory friends with the help of WinSCP client tool. So now here on the screen friends, we are seeing the WinSCP client tool which is connected to the remote Ubuntu machine. And then here on the right side friends, we can see that right now we are inside the Docker files directory inside this remote Linux machine. And also we can see here the Docker build context directory with name first app-build context. So let us move inside this directory. And now here we can see friends that we have kept two files inside this folder. The first one is as usual the Docker file, and the second one is the Java project file. And friends, this file is the project deployable file of the application whose source code we just saw a few moments back inside the Eclipse tool. Now friends, those who are from the programming background and knows little bit about Java, they might be knowing about what does the file with extension .war means in the Java world. But friends, for the people who don't know what does the file with extension .var means, do not have to worry, as friends the .var file is nothing but just a Java web application project file which is generated as an outcome when the Java project source code is built or compiled. And friends, I will upload this project source code and the build context folder as an archive files in this session documents, so you can download the same in your local machines and get the var file, the Docker file and the project source code file from there. So friends, now let us see the changes which we have done inside the Docker file for deploying the Java project file inside the Tomcat Docker container. So let us double click on this Docker file. And with this, here on the screen, we can see the content of this Docker file. And we can see here that this Docker file is very simple and contains only 4 lines. Out of which the first line is as usual the Docker file comment line. The second line is related to choosing the base image. And friends, the base image which we took here is Tomcat 8.0 with JRE or Java software already installed inside this image. And friends, the reason why we chose this image as the base image is because this image contains the Tomcat server and the Java software installed inside it on top of Ubuntu operating system. So friends, this image fulfills the two basic needs which are required to deploy the Java web application as a Docker container. And here friends, if we would have chosen Ubuntu as the base image, then friends, in that case we would have to manually install the Tomcat server and the Java software to run the Java application on that Ubuntu container. So now friends, I hope this might have made you understand that why we chose the different base image this time. And so now let us again go back to our Docker file. And then here the third line inside this Docker file is as usual the maintainer instruction. And then the fourth and the last line of this Docker file is the Docker file copy instruction. And here in the copy instruction, we are copying the project var file from the Docker build context folder to the Tomcat Web Apps folder inside the Docker container. And friends, the reason of copying the project var file to this particular folder inside the Docker container is that /user/local/tomcat is the default installation directory of the Tomcat server on any Ubuntu machine, and Web Apps is the deployment folder of any Tomcat server. And so to deploy any Java var file inside the Tomcat server, the only thing which is required to be done is to put the Java var file inside the Web Apps folder of the Tomcat installation directory. Now friends, before building the Docker image from this Docker file, let us understand this scenario with the help of some pictures and diagrams. So friends, let us suppose that this box on the screen is the Linux host machine, and inside this machine we have the Docker build context directory with name first-app-build context, where we have kept the Java project var file and the Docker file. And then we have started the Tomcat Docker container on this host machine, and inside this Tomcat Docker container there exists a Web Apps directory, and this Web Apps directory is also known as the Tomcat containers deployment directory. And friends, this is a place where the Java project var files are copied or kept for their deployment on Tomcat servers. So friends, the copy instruction in the Docker file is copying the Java application var file from the host machine's build context folder to the Tomcat containers Web Apps folder for the Java application deployment on Tomcat server. And now friends, coming back to our demo, and as now the Docker file is ready, so let us build the Docker image and run the Docker container from our Docker file. So let us go to the putty command line terminal, and then here let us first run the sudo su command to get the super user privileges, and then now let us move to the Docker build context directory. So cd and then the path of the Docker build context directory, and then here let us create the Docker image using the Docker image build command. So docker build -t, and now here let us give the image identification as first web app image, and then finally the dot symbol to specify the Docker file location. And now let us press enter to execute this command. And with this, here we can see friends that the Docker image got built successfully. And so now let us run the Docker container from this image. So docker run and then -p for port mapping. So here we have given the host and the container ports as 8081 and 8080. And then we have given the container name as first web app container, and then finally we have specified the image identification, which is first web app image in our case. And so now let us press enter to execute this command. And with this, here we can see friends that the Tomcat Docker container got started successfully. And now friends, as we have given the port mapping while running this container, so we can access this application using the host machine's port 8081 from the outside world. And so let us go to the browser now and let us hit the application URL to see if the deployed Java application is responding or not. But friends, before going to the browser, we need to know the application URL, and friends, to know the public IP of any Ubuntu machine, we need to execute the ifconfig command. And so friends, for executing this command, let us connect to this remote Ubuntu machine with one more putty session. As friends, if we will execute the command in this putty terminal, then in that case, first we will have to stop this Tomcat container, as we have not started this container as a background process. So friends, let us duplicate this putty session. So I am right clicking on top bar here and then duplicate session menu item. And then here we need to provide the username, which is Ubuntu in my case. So friends, with this now we are connected to the remote Ubuntu machine in this new putty terminal. So now let us execute the command to know the IP address of this machine. And so the command is curl and then ifconfig.me. And with this command's execution, we can see here the output of this command. And friends, the first IP address in this output is the public IP address of this machine. So let us copy this public IP address. And now as we know the public IP address of this machine, so let us close this putty session. And then now let us go to the browser. And then here let us type the URL in the browser address bar. So http:// and then the public IP of the server, and then colon, and then the port number, which is 8081 in our case. And now let us press enter here. And with this, here we can see friends the home page of the Tomcat server, which is running as a Docker container inside the remote Ubuntu machine. And now friends, to see the deployed Java application output, we need to add the application name to the URL in the browser address bar. So let us add the application name to this URL, which is first Docker web app in our case. And now let us press enter again. And with this, here we can see friends the message which we put in the body section of our index.html file. Also friends, if we hover our mouse here on the browser tab, as I am doing right now, then we can see the message which we have specified in the title section of the index.html file of our project. So friends, with this I hope you would have enjoyed this session and got to know how easy it is to deploy the applications inside the Docker containers. Now friends, in the next session, let us see how two applications can communicate with each other when they are deployed as Docker containers. So friends, see you in the next session. Till then, take care. Tata. Bye bye.